Sorry, I couldn't get out of full screen mode to get to the...
It's there, Andy.
Yeah. Okay, there's some really good stuff in there which could form the seeds of for actions and so on that we could do together with other people in our churches, and that's really brilliant. Thanks, folks, for sharing. And again, I'm happy to make these available afterwards once I've managed to consolidate them and put them all into one document. But I'll move us on. But do feel if you're still able to put stuff in, then please do, or use the chat function as well if something else occurs to you. I just wanted to say a couple of things as well about when it comes to planning to use any of these words or actions, or hopefully some combination of them plus others. So some things to bear in mind. One is to consider the pastoral, emotional and personal dimensions of an action. So, you know, this isn't just a kind of little project in your own head. This involves real people who have an emotional investment in the issues that we're dealing with. So, you know, do hold those other people apart from yourself as well in your mind as you plan, and think about how to safeguard them in a sense as best you can. That doesn't mean hide from them the difficulties of processing grief at one level, but it does mean helping people not to be put on the spot, helping people to be able to pull away if things get too hard, you know, those kinds of things. Having people around who can offer comfort or help, those kinds of things. So partly related to that as well, being respectful of the emotional dynamics of the individuals and of the group. Not crashing into things, giving people space to process things, not being too kind of upbeat, as it were, when people need to be quiet, you know, that kind of a thing. And as we plan and as we help to lead things, just being aware of our own stuff, that sometimes that can make us blind to what's going on for other people. And that as a group, someone who may have a function of influence from at least for a moment in an event, we have a bit of power at that point. So helping ourselves to develop a servant heart, to put our influence at the service of other people and of God, of course. So those are really important things to kind of bear in mind as part of our preparation and thinking things through as individuals and as a group. Actually, there's something you might want to make a quick note of there. I'm collecting together rituals and ceremonial resources at that URL. So you can have a look at that. There's some things on there already. but I'm looking for more. So, okay. So we've got a little bit of time before we need to finish. So it's a case of any comments or further questions anyone's prepared to go public about.
Why don't you take the screen share off, and then we will see any raised hands and people who'd like
that's a good point.
to share. So who's got something they'd like to share in this regard or ask? Did I see Paul's hand move? No.
No, that's what I was thinking. That's what I do when I think.